Hello, everybody. My name is KJ Johnson. I'm the midstream supply chain intern for this summer. And here's my final presentation. So for the agenda, we're going to start with background, a little bit of background about myself, my team, and a better understanding what midstream is. Next is going to talk about the things I've done this summer, how did I help my team, as well as the projects I got to work on. Following that, we'll talk about the places I went. I went on multiple field trips with the other interns, as well as multiple tour shops with my supply chain team. Finally, we'll talk about the things I've learned. I learned a lot of things, not just from my mentors, but my whole midstream team, as well as I was fortunate enough to take a couple training classes. And lastly, I'm gonna let you guys know how I impacted my team. So let's get right into it. Who is KJ? A little background, interest about me. I was born in Dallas, Texas, but I was raised in Katy, Texas. My hobbies include Marvel movies, playing video games. I love sports, watching or playing. I guess you can say I'm not your stereotypical college student. My ideal weekend is just get a nice bottle of red wine, play video games all day. Stacy knows. But I'm currently the president of Texas Supply Chain Association at Texas Tech University, where I'm currently getting my education. I'm working to obtain my BBA in supply chain management as well as getting my minor in finance. I'm expected to graduate in 3 semesters in December of 2020, and my cumulative
We can hear you just fine.
Okay. I think I'm not talking about that. My cumulative GPA is a 3.45, and my major GPA is a 3.67. Here's my midstream team. My supervisor is Mr. Kevin Cronin. My 2 mentors was Dustin Oakland and Barbara Harvin. And this is the rest of my lovely team. So, supply chain midstream. When I came in, I had no idea what midstream is. Midstream is one of 3 major levels in the oil and gas industry that involves the transportation, the processing, and the storage of oil, natural gas, and salt water. So for transportation, we use our pipelines. For processing, we use our ROTAs, compression stations, and gas plants. ROTA stands for regional oil treating facilities. And for storage, we use our tank battery facilities and saltwater disposal facilities. I know that can be a bit confusing, so I've got a nice visual for us. Upstream is when we get whatever we're getting from underground to above ground. Then the big chunk in the middle is what my team works on, and in the end, the downstream is just getting into the end user, converting that into cash. So what's on our agenda? What did I do this summer? We're going to start off with midstream supply chain management, lean operations. I put lean operations because Anadarko ran a very lean company when it comes to employees. They never had more employees than they need to get something done. So I feel for my department, we ran extremely lean just for the volume of work we put out. Through reorganization and attrition, just left boys in our department. So I was able to, with the personnel constraint, that forces us to prioritize on, purchase orders and getting the contracts out. So, things just took a back seat, unfortunately. But I was able to come in this summer and work on the things that took a back seat and help my team catch up. So the first project I got to work on was the blanket work order database project. Following that was the Pig Barrel Bug Spool fabrication budgetary project. And after that, I did some things in CMT for a CMT project. So for the blanket work order database project, I went all the way back to the second quarter of last year. And I pulled the spend report for the expiring contracts under Kevin Cronin and David Davis, just so I can give our team a better understanding. Say, hey, we might want to renew this contract because we spent countless dollars with them, or we can just leave this contract expired because we hardly use them. Next, for the Pig Barrel Bug Spool fabrication budgetary project, I pulled the unit rates for both materials and fabrications of pig barrels and bug spools. And I did that so commercial development can have budgetary numbers for potential project funding. And for the CMT project, I helped catch up with contract renewals and termination letters. So next thing I worked on was, I know if I want to make the biggest difference in something for my team, I was going to have to do more than just what my mentors wanted me to do, Dustin and Barbara. So whenever I had any downtime, I would go knock on doors, say, hey, yo, you got anything for me? Or hey, Miss Weaver, do you have anything for me? And I went to Ashley Jackson. After I went to her, she kept finding me. So, I always wanted to see, make the biggest difference, lighten everybody's workload, lighten their burden. So I was able to do that. In doing so, I initiated RFPs requested pricing and lead times and formulated bid tabs. And a funny story about that was when I made a deadline for one of the quotes or one of the bid tabs, and one of them didn't get back to me. So the following day, I was like, Barbara, what do I say? I don't know how do I approach it, or so can you calm down? Just send me an email saying waiting on it still. So I was able to do that. Also, I created purchase orders. I executed 67 and committed over 1.4 million, or around $1.4 million of Anadarko's money. Next, I updated purchase order revisions. Like added phrase whenever a purchase order has already been released, and when it needed an update, I'll go back, do the versions, and added freight or updated pricing for changing orders. And lastly, data analysis. I consider myself Dustin's second set of eyes, or third set of eyes when it counts his glasses. So with unit rate comparisons, I say, hey Dustin, these ball valves with MRC's logo, it went up $200, so I don't know if you want to take a look at it or not, but then like I said, the blanket work order spending. So I'll let you guys know what I've done this summer. I'm talking about where I went with my other interns and my team. First place I went to was the Weiss Energy Hall, located in the Museum of Natural Science. One interesting fact I learned that it really takes a village. All the major oil and gas companies in Houston all contributed to getting this made. It was approximately $17.25 million, with Anadarko being one of the leading contributors, as well as
Excellent.
As well as 30,000 square foot. So it's a really nice facility. If any of y'all never checked it out, go check it out. It's located in the Museum of Natural Science in downtown Houston. So I took a couple pictures of things. The first thing I took a picture of was Pipeline Pig. So early in my internship, the first week, I went and sat in on Kevin's office, and he was on the phone with the manufacturer saying, I need this type of Pipeline Pig. I said, Kevin, what's a pig? I had no idea what he was talking about. So he explained it to me and said, what we use to clean out our pipes. So when I went to the Weiss Energy Hall, I saw this picture. I thought it was really cool that I got to, really just put it in perspective. Following that, I took a picture of this interesting fact about pipelines. It says in the U.S. alone, there's over 2.5 million miles of hydrocarbon pipeline laid throughout the U.S. And that's enough to circle the Earth 100 times. So there's a lot of piping. You look close enough, a lot in the Texas area, a lot in Dom as well. This next part of the Weiss Energy Hall is my favorite part. It's called Energy City. As y'all know, Houston coined the name energy capital of the world, so it just shows you just a transformation of energy and using the city of Houston as the place to site.